Okay, we're looking at a mixed exercise 8 from the first year core textbook. And so we're on binomial expansion and on question 15. Okay, so you are given the binomial formula. Let's get that up. Let's get my screen up. Okay, so we're talking about the expansion of 2 plus kx to the power of 8. And we're told the coefficient of x squared. So actually, I only need to do the x squared term. I'll write the first two terms out. So it will be 2 to the power of 8 plus 8 choose 1, 2 to the power of 7 times kx plus 8 choose 2, 2 to the power of 6 times kx squared. But you really only need that term. So if you're okay just going straight to that term, then that's going to cut down the workload a little bit. Okay, so let's think about what that's going to be. So 8 choose 2 is going to be 28 times 2 to the power of 6, so times 64, and then just be really careful. If we lose those brackets, it's k squared x squared. So if you don't have that k squared, you're probably not going to be able to score anything for this type of question. Okay, so just be careful. So the coefficient is obviously just what x squared is multiplied by. So let's do 28 times 64. So 1792 k squared equals, so that's the coefficient, and they're telling me that equals 2,800. It says k is a positive constant, doesn't say it's an integer. It's not going to be anything. So 2,800 divided by 1792 gives me 25 over 16. So I'm going to square root that, and it says k is positive. So that's going to be the positive 5 over 4. Yeah, and to use algebra, that's opposed to trial and error. Okay, so they're basically saying you've got to find it, don't just have a bit of a guess. And then use your value of k to find the coefficient of x cubed. Okay, so even if you did get part A through trial and error, you can still get full marks on part B. Okay, so let's just, so now we know that k is 5 over 4. Okay, and we want the x cubed term. Well, I mean, I've written the constant, the x term, and the x squared term out already, but let's think about just going straight to the x cubed. So it will be 8 choose 3. It'll be 2 to the power of 5 and 5 over 4x to the power of 3. So the power will always add up to 8, or well, we'll always add up to that power there. So now I've just got to be careful with subbing that into the calculator. It's going to be that 5 over 4 to the power of 3. I just need to be careful of. So 8 choose 3, let's just write it out bit by bit, is 56. 2 to the power of 5, and then 5 over 4, and those brackets are essential because that needs to be cubed. So that's 125 over 64 x cubed. And just be careful because I think they asked for the coefficient. Yeah, so if they want the coefficient, obviously I need to multiply those three things together anyway. So let's do that. But I also need to give the coefficient without the x cubed. So in fact, let's write that as a sentence. So, okay, because they didn't ask for the x cubed term, they asked for the coefficient of x cubed. Okay, let's just check that. 3,500 and 1.25 is 5 over